everybody, Amelia here, and welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. So, we have finished the game, got to Platinum, everything is done. Except for the Frozen Wilds DLC. And, oh gosh guys, I've been waiting to do this since we started the game back up. And I'm so excited to finally get it started. So, the thing is that, let's see. Rumors are spreading of strange events in the Cut, Banuk lands found north of the Grave Horde. Aloy travels north to the Banuk lands known as the Cut. So, I believe it was in Meridian we found Carja son who was complaining about the fact that he couldn't go on one of his ritual hunts, like I guess a rite of passage hunt that they're allowed to do, even though he wasn't going to get anywhere near the actual action. His slaves are going to be doing the actual hunting. But his daddy apparently said no because of the rumors of strange happenings in the Frozen Wilds land. And so he was like, go forth and find out what's going on and make it safe so that my slaves can do the hunting for me. Daddy will let me go. And so that's what we're gonna do. I'm so excited. Let's... Oh, cool. Hello. I'm already going off the beaten track. It's okay. No big deal.
Ouch.
Let's not die coming down. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Oh! It's frozen. Like entirely. Of course that makes sense. It's the Frozen Wilds. And wires that are just glowing on their own. I mean, that's normal. Completely. Oh, look, a rock. I needed those. They're like, here, to prepare you on your journey. Health potion. Oh, I like you. Excuse me. Is this something I can climb up? I can, but there is no point. And this is also one of those aesthetically pleasing campfires, not an actually useful one. I think there was like one other that was that way. And it was weird. You look like a long way to death.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the Cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
He did seem rather touchy, didn't he? Was it ever confirmed that Silence was of the Banuk tribe?
Saving these for the trail.
Perfect. Oh, there it is. Don't mind me. We're just the travelers. Resist fire. Oh, I already got that. I got plenty of
Oh, this one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
Demonic Scorcher? Huh? It looks like one of the, who's it? Very agile and dangerous combat machine with fire-augmented melee attacks and a mounted mine launcher for ranged engagement. Epsilon override. Ooh, so there's a new cauldron? Blaze canister, mine launcher, power generator, and let's not call attention to ourselves. Unprinted.
Fascinating, if they weren't looking for me.
Okay. Something's weird about it. See the purple on its shell? That's really quite painful. I'd rather you didn't do it. I can see now why they were giving me resist fire. Just a little. $11,000. Jeez, a flip. That is a lot. Wow. Experience at points, I mean. Man, oh man. Now, where exactly am I going? Well, I haven't even made it up yet. Okay, so there's definitely footholds there. And I can climb up this way. Kind of looks like a long way around. But we'll go up this way, I guess. See if I can make back the medicine I just hurled into the world. Odd. You know, on the way here, I realized, like, just how little I paid attention to the world and how little I explored. I've played this game for 100 hours now, close to. And there were areas that I'd never been to. Because, you know, I just got on the Strider and I set it to go and it went, and goodness gracious, but there were a lot of things that I saw that I'd never seen before. Oh, look at all this snow. It's almost magical.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
Oh. Fire kiln root. I don't believe for a second that fire kiln root would grow in the frozen wastelands. I don't believe it. That's cool.
Good for forget what warmth feels like out here.
You are covered in like a layer of ice.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora?
I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
Who's talking to me? Oh, hello. It's like, where are you? New guard. Well, at least they're not attacking me outright. So there's that.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
This is Song's Edge, biggest settlement in the cut.
Cool.
These are dangerous lands, Outlander. Deadly, even.
No, trust me.
This isn't Ban-Ur, not quite.
You've come on a dark day, that's for sure.
You're a long way from the sacred land, Nora.
You'll leave soon, I'll wager. Your body or spirit or both.
Thanks.
This is Song's Edge, biggest settlement in the cut.
And look, another rock to add to my collection. Oh my god. What the hell happened there? You see that? What is that? Damn.
Smoke rising from the mountain. And the village, too. What's it for?
Is it a volcano? Investigate the source of the smoke. Huh.
How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command?
Oh, that's not a good start.
The smoke from the mountain is worse today. A bad omen for the ritual.
That is a very fall drop.
Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now? Our shaman has abandoned us.
Okay.
Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now?
Good question. It's a lot of people. Wow, that's a lot of people. I don't think I was expecting that many people. Let's go talk to you. Can I talk to you? Hello? I'm right here. Hello? There we
How
go.
are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command?
May the songs of the lost echo eternal. To be Banuk is to know that death may rise up to meet you at any moment. Trust that our hunters knew this.
The smoke from the mountain is worse today. A bad omen for the ritual.
Okay.
I have lost this many hunters since the war with the Karja.
Don't mind me. I'm just poking around. And I haven't got anything else to do.
I do not think that our hunter's blood is on Aratek's hands. He led them to a great challenge. That is all. If Aratek means to go back to the mountain, then I will stand with him. Trust Aurea, they say. She'll return to us, they say. And yet here we are, waiting. If Aratek means to go back to the mountain, then I will stand with him. I do not think that our hunter's blood is on Aratek's
Okay.
hands. He led them to a great challenge. That is all.
Usually great challenges don't kill you, though. Well, hopefully.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
You died on Thunder's drum. Your songs will not be forgotten. In times like these, We must not forget the importance of ceremony.
So what is it, a funeral? Okay. Oh, health potions. Those are the best. Used to be I didn't care about those. But then I learned they're good. You should care about those. Oh, campfire.
Trust Araya, they say. She'll return to us, they say. And yet here we are, waiting.
The smoke from the mountain is worse today. Bad omen for the ritual.
Okay. Can I speak to you? No. Probably don't have anything else to say anyway. That's fine. No, I'm starting to feel lost. Look at this. I already have this much to explore, and it's this big. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Trust that our hunters knew this.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrand, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear! Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools.
How did you make
A
it up
little
here?
advice. For free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and demons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her, but no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
Except that we saw... It's like the corruption, but different? Because it's purple, not red. So clear... That means it's different, right? Okay. Let's ask about...
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Aurea came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
Your grief is palpable.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Okay.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believe
her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Okay.
What are these Warwicks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something, and you might get a place. Some Warwicks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Warwicks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
Well, if it didn't work, they wouldn't do it. Not for centuries, at least.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this still-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
Who's we?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Araya's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her and make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
Okay. I think that's everything grayed out.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Araya. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak could tell me more about Araya or Thunder's
We'll
Drum.
survive them. We've
Maybe worth a
survived
shot?
worse.
Shamans from all over travel to the Frost Figures to study the frozen tall neck.
Okay.
There's no time to waste worrying about the machines. Let's learn to kill them. Bandits in the cut, huh? Let's see who survives longer.
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Don't get yourself killed.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
Nope. Pretty sure dying. Dying's the worst fate.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, we rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Daemon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
Araya knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Probably won't do that anytime soon.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
He's so useful.
We can't let the Daemon's work take our resolve from us. That's not who we are.
The machines offer themselves to us. We take from them gratefully.
God, spent all night washing boar dung from my boots and missed the hunt.
That'll make quite the verse in my song.
The Werak demands guidance, and they look to me for it.
Okay. Won't go any further that way. So I saw a... Here we go. A green
What's
edge.
wrong with the old way of painting? Why does Sakuli overcomplicate things?
Why does anybody do anything? Finding it difficult to like.
I should have joined a different Werak. I can't seem to find my place in this one. So much drilling, I can barely feel my arms.
You poor thing.
One thing you can say about these new machines, they will challenge us.
You're looking strong.
Okay. Oh, a merchant. Those are always good.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Laolai, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now, but our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it, or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
I think that's a little bit much. You can play on something else.
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
Something displaced water somewhere
A
else.
flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just
You'll be in the
northwest
area.
of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent? Deep Din.
To take out whatever's in the
Silence by
water.
rising
The
waters.
river. Oh, you got a little, like, tealy blue icon. Haha. Blue Bleen. Keep the bowstring drawn on a specialized warbow to charge it more powerful shots. I can probably get rid of... Oh, I can't get rid of that. I can't get rid of any of these. I mean, that's not true. This item cannot be sold. Maybe this one. Who knew there were even this many around? Okay. Okay.
I heard of a shaman once who
bright machine. When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small.
Oh, I remember these.
It was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new. Herds of machines, each filled with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star to follow. She walked for many days and nights until she arrived at a temple built from sparkling ice. At the gates of the temple, she was met by the machines from her dream, who bowed to her as she entered. Inside, Banukai discovered the blue light bubbling from a hole in the snowy earth like a spring. "You bid me come," she said. "My people need aid. Will you provide it?" The machines whispered to Banukai. "We go where the light goes, for we are its chosen vessels. There is darkness in your heart. It cannot hold the light for long. Carry it to your people if you must, but the cost will be great." Banukai waded into the pool. The light reared like a nest of snakes and struck Banukai, piercing her skin, filling her up. Banukai did not scream, though she was in agony. Banukai did not collapse, though her limbs shook. She climbed from the pool and carried the light inside her. She marched toward home, and the machines marched behind her. As she walked, the light struggled to push its way out of her, but the machines were there to aid her. She sewed her body shut with their cables, patched herself with their metal, and kept the light within. When she arrived, the forces of the ravenous tribe had surrounded the camp. Although the light had left her with 1,000 wounds, Banukai charged. And because she held the light, the machines followed. The ravenous tribe killed many, but those in camp rushed to join the battle. They gathered pieces of the fallen machines and from them fashioned weapons. And it was with these that Banukai's people repaid the suffering the ravenous tribe had wrought upon them. When quiet descended, Banukai finally fell. The machines bowed their heads, and her Werak wept. The light she'd held within her drifted from her wounds and rose to the sky. And for just a moment, before life left her, Banukai knew the truth of the blue light. And she felt peace. We remember Banukai, the first to crawl from the cave beneath the world, brought the machines to us. When we speak the name of our tribe, we remember her. And we will not forget.
Cool.
Others may use the machines, but only we seek to understand them.
Some say Sakuli's paintings still, but I don't believe it myself.
Ooh, that is a long fall to death. Let's not do that.
Were fresh in their graves, and our numbers were still small. It was she.
Okay. I don't even know where I'm going, guys. I'm just going. Because I can. I don't even think you needed to make all that effort. Why am I going up here? I don't know.
I never relished the opportunity to spill the blood of my fellows. But bandits are not my fellows.
Bandits, huh? Don't say. Wait. Where am I going? That's a lot. New quest. Campfire. Find Naltuk. Waterlogged. Campfire. Goodness. Okay, well, let's make our way up here and see what's up here. Yep. You just be that climber, Aloy. Get there. Okay. Talk to Sakuli.
Quite a view you've got up here. It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are, and the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass. That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter. Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen. Have you always been a painter? I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Okay. Whoa. Oh. She's a collectible.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward. But I'd reward you as well.
Oh, okay. I see. I see. You're doing that with your bare fingers. Only you. Down we go.
Give this to the Osram. Whatever they do with passion.
How would you know? Have you ever met an Oseram? You know, besides the merchant. Okay, so that's Sanuli, is her name?
We remember Banukai, when the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small. It was she who led us through the frozen wastes.
Okay.
We also remember the ravenous tribe,
But I suppose she
who
forged
delighted in
talent like that.
from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai.
Specialty pigment. Pigment collector?
He has chosen to paint above Song's Edge.
Okay, so that's definitely her. Who are you? Oh, just the regular. Wait, no, that was the regular merchant. Alright. Again, who are you? The regular merchant. Got it. I get what you're picking up. No, that's not the way. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Don't.
Oh, Lord. Okay, so Wait, wasn't there a...
The Mad Sun King's cruelty survives him, even if we can trust him.
I mourn the machines who have been enslaved by the daemon. The best gift we can give them is a swift death.
Probably true.
The young hunters will learn soon enough.
Here's to the hunt.
Okay. So, we're gonna end it here. I realize not a whole lot has happened, but, oh, this is so exciting. We're exploring entirely new areas, we've got new collectibles, new quests. Oh, this feels great. So I guess we're gonna find out what exactly is the daemon. How did, that woman's cave or chamber or whatever be suddenly flooded with a rain that...
the daemon drives up from the ground.
A river that didn't have rain. We'll find out what else we have. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.